What's going on YouTube? As y'all can tell by the title and thumbnail, we're gonna be doing a big chop. For y'all that don't know, I've been cutting hair for about a year now, but I've never had to deal with something like this. So at this point, you see I'll put his hair up and I'm just trying to figure out where to start. Honestly, we haven't even discussed what type of cut he wants or what are we gonna do to it. So we're just talking about it at this point and trying to figure out where I'm gonna start. So we decided he wanted to do about 2 or 3 inches on the top, and then I was gonna do a drop fade on the side. So as y'all can see, I pulled out my scissors and we finna get to debulking this. At this point, I'm halfway through cutting through his head, but I had to get a thumbnail, so y'all enjoy this little clip, but we finna get back to it. As y'all can see, I got the hair down to a manageable length, but I still want to make sure it's even all the way around. So as crazy as it sounds, I'm pulling out the 8 guard and I'm about to go through his whole head, and you guys are going to see I'm just trying to make it even so I can start getting into this fade. I want y'all to keep in mind, and while I'm doing this, I've never used the 8 guard before, and I'm just experimenting at this point, just trying to make sure I can get the hair as even as possible all around. So y'all just bear with me. So now that I got the hair even, we're gonna go into it and start shaping it into that drop fade style that we chose at the beginning. So y'all gonna see. So even with all that clipper work I've done, I'm gonna pull out the comb and make sure it's even by hand. So y'all stay tuned. So as y'all can see, I finally got it down to a length I'm comfortable with. I'm gonna go ahead and show them what it's looking like, and we're checking the length just to see what finishing touches I gotta do to the top before I get into the fade. So y'all stay tuned, but y'all can see we're just trying to even it out and make sure everything's perfect up top before we get into that fade. So now that I'm done debulking his hair, I'm comfortable with where it's at. So we're gonna get into this fade with a 3 guard, and I'm gonna start from the bottom up and make sure it blends into the top. So now that I got everything at that 3 guard length, I'm gonna comb everything down and make sure it's even, and then I'm gonna go in with my 2 guard and make sure I can blend out that last line and make sure everything looks like a smooth transition up. So as y'all can see, I'm gonna start using my comb to lay down the hair as I blend into the top. I'm also using this to make sure I don't go too high with that too. So as y'all can see, this is the final look. Before we get into the fade, I'm gonna make sure y'all get a close-up on this. But yeah, y'all stay tuned. So we finna get into this fade, and for most of my fades, I like to start with a bald guideline. So I'll pull out my trimmers and we finna get to making this guideline. So after making that bald guideline, y'all can see I'm gonna just take it out with my trimmers and I'm gonna go all the way around his head, making sure it's all even around. So now that I have the bald guideline set, I'm gonna go ahead and set in an open guideline, just about a ½ an inch up to an inch up, and y'all gonna see me just flick out at that, so y'all just stay tuned. So after I've clearly set in my open guideline, I'm gonna go and do some detail work early just to get out that line between the bald guideline and that open guideline. So I might go halfway and flick out with the corner, or closed and flick out with the corner just to get that line out. So now that I got that line out, I'm gonna go in with my one guard open. I'm just gonna be setting in my next guideline to be flowing into the top. So now that I finish up setting in my guideline with the one guard, I'm gonna be picking up the two guard just to make sure I can get this all even before I try and blend it out with the 1.5 guard. Y'all are gonna see I'm almost done with this fade. So now that I've got it even with that 2 guard, I'm gonna go in with the 1.5 guard and finish up this blend by trying to get out that last line. So now that I got the blend how I wanted to, I'm gonna be doing some detail work just to perfect it and make it pop how I want it to, and then y'all are gonna see the final result. So now that I've got done finishing up my detail work and I've got the blend exactly how I wanted to, as y'all can see, he already feeling himself. We ain't even got to the lineup yet, but that's gonna be the final part. We finna finish off this blend by giving them a crisp lineup, and y'all are gonna see the final results. So now we finna get into this lineup, which y'all all been waiting for. I'm gonna just keep it as natural as possible, going with his natural hairline, and then I'm gonna just make it as crisp as I can and keeping it natural. So now that I finished up with the lineup, this is the final look. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Now y'all bear with me. I've been doing this for a while, but not long enough. There's definitely some things I could have worked on and improved on, but let me know what y'all think. And for the barbers out there, give me some tips in the comments. I appreciate y'all, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.